The Oklahoma City Thunder just completed a comeback against the Phoenix Suns as they win on their home court 124 to 120. This game was back and forth and just out of reach for the Oklahoma City for the majority of this game, but they had an amazing fourth quarter led by honestly the bench and then a little bit at the end by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We saw a lot of players flourishing in their roles. We saw two amazing 40-point scoring outputs. Devin Booker finished with 46 tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finished with 40. There was a surplus of great plays from each team. So we're going to get into all that in today's video, guys. But before we do, I just want to say we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and we are uploading every single day for the month of March. So if you're new here and you'd like to support the channel, please be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of this daily NBA content. Without further ado, let's get started talking about the winners in tonight's game, the Oklahoma City Thunder. First and foremost, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, when he wants something, he gets it. When this Thunder team started the game 9-2, and for most of the game, they were down by just like that, 7 to 8 to 9, even 11 points. Shai was driving to the basket and getting foul calls drawn. Absolutely amazing. He shot 19 free throws tonight and finished with 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, and a steal as well. Shot 50% from the field. He has been on a tear his last 10 games, and that just absolutely continued tonight. I really do love Shai's game, just so patient and so polished from the mid-range to beneath the basket. He really does kind of, remind you of those DeMar DeRozan and Kobe Bryant and those type of mid-range killers that are just absolutely lethal, and they don't need the three ball to drop 40. Tonight, he didn't even attempt a three-pointer, and he finished with 40 points. Second person I want to give a shout out is Jalen Williams with an L, and I do just want to say while he was not scoring the ball, he finished with 5 points tonight. He did have 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He just was absolutely all over the floor tonight. And the other Jalen Williams was as well. He had 2 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, and a block. Josh Giddey tonight had a very Josh Giddey-like night, finishing with 16 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. He was doing an amazing job facilitating. He was active on the glass, both offense and defense. Josh Giddey is just an absolutely amazing player. I made an entire video talking about why I think he is one of the future pieces in this Oklahoma City Thunder team. This was just a really impressive win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It just displayed a tremendous amount of grit. I was watching this game with my buddy, and I just kept saying in the second and third quarter, the Thunder need to cut it to less than 5. And for up until the last 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, they could not do so. They were down by 7, then they were down by 11, then they'd go down by 6, then they'd go down by 10. It was just a game of highs and lows. Up until that fourth quarter, the Thunder went on a 13-2 run with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the bench, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander came back in and they extended that run to 24-4. So they went on 2 separate 12-2 runs in a 6-minute span. Absolutely amazing job tonight by the Thunder. Last person I want to shout out is Isaiah Joe. Tonight he had 15 points and 5 big rebounds to pair with 3 triples off the bench tonight. He was doing absolutely amazing off the bench. Great win by the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. As for the Phoenix Suns, in a game where you're shorthanded with no Ayton and you have no Kevin Durant, obviously, tonight was just a very interesting game from the Phoenix Suns. It seemed like the ball was in their court the majority of this game. It seemed like the Thunder were just not going to take this one, especially because Devin Booker started this game 10 for 14, was extremely efficient. Chris Paul, he had 13 assists tonight and 14 points, and he was actually hitting his three-pointers. Very great game from your 2 star players, but the rest of the team, other than some of the bench guys, just did not follow suit. Tonight, Chris and Devin were the only players in the starting lineup to finish with double-digit points, and there was only 2 players on the bench to finish with double-digit points. Devin Booker had a monster 46-point night, like I mentioned at the very start of this video, and he was looking very aggressive, trying to bring this game back, but the Suns got outscored by 10 points in that fourth quarter, and it really cost him. Chris Paul was doing a really good job of facilitating tonight and not getting in foul trouble. He had a couple offensive fouls, but other than that, he looked pretty good. Like I said, he had 13 assists, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, and 14 points, and he went 2 for 3 from 3. I thought Bismack Biyombo did not get as much PT as I would have liked to see out of him. Tonight, he had 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks in just 20 minutes. I was very shocked to see that he did not get any more minutes, more than he had in the very start of this game, because in Ayton's shoes, he looked really, really solid. Off the bench, Terrence Ross and Landry Shamet looked like some saving graces. Landry Shamet had 3 3-pointers, and Terrence Ross had 2 back-to-back 3-pointers in that first quarter. Damian Lee as well had 2 3-pointers off the bench. He was having a pretty solid game. Cam Payne, though, I'm really a pretty big advocate for him, but the last couple weeks, I just feel like something's been off with him. It hasn't been right. I don't know if it's because his playing time has been fluctuating or what, but it just has not been the same. I didn't really see enough Jacques Londale minutes as I would have liked to see tonight, especially with Bismack not playing as much. The Suns took a majority of this night to go really, really small, and I thought that was interesting. The Suns are the best corner 3 shooting team in the NBA, and tonight we did not really see that. Same from the free throw line, very, very sloppy. They shot 70% from the free throw line. They did shoot 41% from the 3. However, in the starting lineup, Torrey Craig went 1 for 5. Josh Okogie went 1 for 2. Devin Booker went 3 for 7. Ish Wainwright was 0 for 4 off the bench. Cam Payne was 0 for 2 off the bench. Terrence Ross was 2 for 5 off the bench after making his first 2 back-to-back. He missed 3 straight. Just a night full of inefficiencies from the Suns as a whole, but I would not worry too much about this. They kind of just got beat everywhere on the court, as sad as it sounds, except for offensive rebounds, which is a really big plus stat. They got out-rebounded 44-40 by the Thunder. They had less assists than the Thunder. They had less steals than the Thunder. And most importantly, they had 11 more fouls than the Thunder. Just a really bad job of staying out of foul trouble. And that's something that'll always lose you games. What do you guys think, though? This game, for the first half, when I put that poll up, who's going to win tonight, the Suns or the Thunder, it seemed like you guys were all voting the Thunder, but I went to go check it at the end of this game, and it actually showed you guys had the Suns winning this one. So what do you guys think? How big of a win is this for the Thunder as they're fighting for that play-in spot? If you made it this far, I appreciate your support as always. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.